Happy Monday, Rutgers. I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus.
And I'm Kim Peterman. We have an exciting show lined up for you. It is Monday, April 23rd, 2018.
Weather Watcher Nick Brennen will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
Daniella Cardona celebrates Douglass's 100th anniversary at the Douglass Centennial Gala.
We'll take a look at how to be an advocate at the PRCC Social Justice Coalition.
We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers. Hello and good morning, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this sunny Monday morning.
We're here to wake up every Monday morning this semester with all the exciting news, events, and weather.
So speaking of exciting things, did you do anything fun this weekend, Manny?
I did. I went to Philadelphia this weekend for a conference which I am the president of. Well, I'm the president of a club, and we had a conference in Philadelphia. So I went, and it was a lot of fun. I've never been to Philly before, so it was super exciting to get to explore a different city.
Awesome. I always love going to new places. What club?
Society of Professional Journalists.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Good group of people.
So a weekend of learning new things and gaining new experiences.
Yeah. Philadelphia was definitely unique. It's kind of interesting going to places that aren't New York City because that's what I'm used to. So it was definitely a fun time. What did you do this weekend, Kim?
Well, I did some homework, and then my choir had its spring concert. The choir, not the a cappella group. The a cappella group is this coming weekend. But it was a lot of fun. My entire family came out, which is really weird because my family doesn't have time to eat together normally, let alone come to a concert at the same time. So that was just a lot of fun to see them all and get Honey Grow afterward.
Well, that's really good. The fact that you can come together with your entire family, that's so awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a really rare occurrence, and it was just like, okay, it can happen on Earth Day? Sure, why not?
Yeah, definitely. And we have finals coming up, so people are getting prepared for that. The entire campus is, in a hurry to study.
Yeah, Nick, what did you do this weekend to prep for finals?
I didn't really start prep for finals yet, but I had a nice weekend. I got to stop home and relax for the weekend. I saw my mom, my grandma, and then I got to hang out with some friends on the Englewood Cliffs right along the Hudson. I got to oversee New York City, so it was an enjoyable weekend, but you're just relaxing before finals start.
Yeah, no, relaxing before finals starts is pretty much my plan for this week.
Yeah, it's really interesting that Nick mentioned the Englewood Cliffs overlooking New York City, because where I live in Hudson County, and we have I'm basically so close that I can walk 5 to 10 minutes and then have a great view of New York.
Nice. Yeah, I live about a mile from the Raritan Bay. I live in Monmouth County, so you can see, as long as it's a clear day, you can get a really great view of New York City right across the water. It's fantastic. It really is very awesome to live so close to the city that you get all these great views of it all the time.
Yeah, it's something that I definitely do not take for granted.
Yes, appreciate it and drink it in all you can.
Yeah.
Because not everyone has it. Speaking of drinking things in before all you can, we were talking about drinking and de-stressing before finals. Are you ready for the finals that come after that?
I have not been preparing for finals, admittedly. I have been sort of procrastinating, putting it off, trying to, just breathe in that last, little bits of freedom before I have to hunker down and study. So yeah, unfortunately I've not been the best, but I have to soon enough because Lord knows those finals always get to me. They always do.
Yeah, this year I'm very fortunate in that mostly I have final projects, which unfortunately are all due within the next week or so. But it's once I get those done, I just have 2 finals to worry about and 1 paper, and I'm like.
Yeah, I'd much rather have projects than tests. So. Lucky you.
Yeah, it's just like projects, I feel like you know what to expect, whereas exams, it's like there's always that element of what if they ask about this one thing that I did not study for.
Yeah, exactly. It's too much stress. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, so we have a lot more about finals and other events to get to in the show, but before we can get to that, let's see how much you know.
When are this semester's reading days? We'll find out the answer right after this break.
The Rutgers bus system provides more than 15 options to get around the 5 campuses. Sounds overwhelming? But here's a quick recap of the bus routes and available resources to make traveling easier. On weekdays, the A and H buses make stops along College Ave and Bush. The B loops between Livingston and Bush, as the LX makes stops on Livingston and College Ave. The F takes an express route by traveling Route 18 from College Ave to Cook and Douglass. The Rex L goes between Douglass and Livingston, with the Rex B looping between Douglass and Bush. There are also weekend buses, which make stops on every campus. Each bus stop displays the routes of the specific bus stopping there and the expected arrival times. To learn more about the Rutgers bus system and additional bus services, download the Rutgers app, visit nextbus.com, or rudots.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, when are this semester's reading days? Now it's time to find out the answer.
This semester we have 2 reading days, Tuesday, May 1st, and Wednesday, May 2nd.
Do you use your reading days to study?
I use my reading days to do what I do exactly every other day, which is absolutely nothing. I like to think of reading days as a day for me to not think about anything and really de-stress, because for me, I think I do worse on finals when I'm like super worried. Like, I don't cram before like my exams. Like, you know how like sometimes you walk to the exam, people pull out their notes or start going over it?
Yeah.
I don't do that. I just sit and I'm just like, bring it on. Like, if I don't know it now, I'm not gonna know it in the next 5 minutes. So I just use those days to really like clear my mind and prepare myself mentally for the exams coming up.
That's fair. I use my reading days generally to prep like my materials so that I can study the days before my finals. So like get all my outlines and notes together, maybe make a study guide or two, and that way the day of I only need to spend like a couple hours versus several.
Yeah, well, it takes me days, so lucky you.
Yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully, though, this week we can spend it all de-stressing in some nice weather. How's the weather looking, Nick?
Good morning, Rutgers. Yeah, the weather's looking great, Kim. We'll get more about that in just a sec. But for today, we can experience a sunny day, we think. We're going to, most of the day, not even a cloud in the sky, honestly. But we can see some April showers by Wednesday, so it's not going to be too pleasant there. But most of the week, we're going to be seeing some average temperatures. So looking at the cloud coverage right now, we can see there's a little bit of cloud coverage here, but it's going to clear out, and it should be a really nice day. So we look at today, we had a morning low of 38. We hit that around 4 a.m., so that's not really representative of how the morning felt. This morning, we got around 40 degrees or so, in the middle 40s, so we're right around the average of 43 degrees for our average, but our average high is around 65 degrees, our record, sunrise and sunset at the bottom. So for today, we can see we're going to be having sunny skies with a high of 67 degrees, so it's going to be really nice out. So if you're really looking to de-stress, today's definitely the day. Not a cloud in the sky we're expecting from here on out, and with mostly calm winds. Throughout the day, though, 10 a.m., 54 degrees. It's going to be 63 by 2 p.m. We're going to reach our high of 67 somewhere between 2 and 6 p.m., but it's going to stay above 63 or at 63 until 6 p.m. By 10 a.m., around 51 degrees. So as you can see, there's going to be a little bit more cloud coverage. It's going to be mostly clear, but clouds are going to start moving in for that storm that's coming up. And what's going to happen is that it's going to be 41 degrees with the southeast wind at 5 to 8 miles per hour. And those clouds are going to start to move in, and we'll talk more about that storm in just a second. But we'll send it back to you for now.
Thanks, Nick. It's nice to know that after all the ups and downs with the weather this semester, that we're finally getting something that's fairly smooth.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the nice weather this week. I don't even know what I want to do, but I know for sure that I'm going to try to find the best way to use this warm weather.
Yes, at the very least, throw on a nice spring outfit
Oh, yeah.
and just really soak in that vitamin D.
Yeah, I'm all for dressing in spring outfits. That is the entire reason that I love spring.
Yeah, and honestly, just spending more time out in the sun is great for your mood. It's great for an energy boost, which could give you more energy to do things like finals or go out to one of the many events that go on at Rutgers.
Definitely, and we'll be hearing more about some news and events right after this break.
Join Voice Magazine for their Women Behind the Mic campaign and their Dream Job event, dedicated to spreading the awareness of the women who help build and cultivate the infrastructure of the entertainment industry. This event will educate and connect all Rutgers creatives who are interested or planning on entering any branch of entertainment with those who help cultivate that same enterprise. It will be an event filled with panel discussions featuring former entertainment, media, and hip-hop executives, moderated by Jamie Foster Brown, the owner and publisher of Sister to Sister. This event will be held April 22nd at the College Ave Student Center in the Red Lion Cafe from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. For more information on this upcoming event, visit ruvoicemagazine.com.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We're coming up on the end of the semester, but that doesn't mean that nothing's going on. Let's find out what's been happening with some news and events.
Rutgers is always happy to hear that their staff are doing great things out in the world, and this time is no different. Rutgers New Brunswick Associate Professor Evie Shockley has been named a Poetry Pulitzer Prize finalist for her latest book, Semi-Automatic. The conception of her book was spurred on by the Black Lives Matter movement and the attention that was placed on the violence faced by Black individuals. Shockley says the title, Semi-Automatic, brings up the weapon, but also signifies the habitual ways we react to one another. Violence is a habitual reaction to certain kinds of fear or disappointment, and the outrage or grief that people feel in response can also become a pattern. Shockley also co-directs the Rutgers English Diversity Institute, which is aimed at encouraging students from underrepresented ethnic, social, and cultural backgrounds to pursue careers in academia. She says education improves when faculties become more diverse. So I think that's really great. I definitely agree with that last point that education improves and faculties are more diverse. I think that if you're only getting one perspective or viewpoint when you're being educated, then you're only getting half the story. So it's really important to have a diverse set of viewpoints and a diverse set of educators.
Definitely, and to have such a prominent and lauded faculty members like Evie Shockley advocating for that is great. And it's also fantastic that Rutgers has faculty like that, not only in the writing department, but in the sciences as well, such as Rutgers medical experts Barbara Otsfield and Thomas Heggie of the SIDS Center of New Jersey, who developed the SIDS Info app to help parents put their children to sleep safely and responsibly. The app offers safe guidelines for putting infants to sleep, as well as links to educational websites with answers for any questions they could possibly have. The app is not only useful to new parents, but also to health professionals who can use it as a continuing education tool with free downloadable courses for the safest sleeping methods for infants. Parents are encouraged to share the app with people who may be helping them take care of their children, like grandparents and babysitters. Thanks to funding from the New Jersey Department of Health, the app is available on both iPhones and Androids for free. So that's a really useful app. I know that when both my brothers were born, my parents struggled to find courses for me so that I would know how to put my brothers to sleep safely and to recognize, okay, they're in a good position now, versus, oh, that might actually be slightly dangerous. And it's great that these resources are now free and available to new parents and to those who might be helping them.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't really have to put anyone down to sleep. Me and my brother are around the same age, so never ran into that problem, but I think it's definitely a good resource for anyone who is around an infant or taking care of an infant. You know, it's not a skill that everyone knows, so to be able to have that resource to help people who are struggling with that is really great. And if you're struggling to find a study spot during final season, the Zimmerly Art Museum will be holding a study all-night event to provide additional study locations for students during reading days, starting Tuesday, May 1st at 10 a.m. and ending Wednesday, May 2nd at 4:30 p.m. Gallery spaces will be modified with seating areas and outlets. Various activities will be taking place throughout the night to serve as study breaks. Complimentary refreshments and coffee will also be available to help students stay awake. For more information, go to zimmerlimuseum.rutgers.edu. So I think that's really awesome, you know, the fact that the Zimmerli Art Museum is being sort of retrofitted and repurposed as a place for students to go study before finals is really great. I mean, to be around art and to be in such a cool location, it must be like super fun.
Yeah, I know. I did it my freshman year, and it was just a really nice change of pace. What I also like is this year they did it in the middle of reading days rather than the way they've been doing it, where it's the last day of reading days into the first day of finals, because I know that that's what happened the year that I did it. So I was pulling an all-nighter the day before my Latin and Calc exams, obviously cramming, which was great amongst all the beautiful artwork, but also just not a great study habit to encourage. So at least like if you're doing it in the middle, doing that in the middle of reading days, you get another day to sleep before your first exam.
Yeah.
But that was my freshman year. I'll be graduating now, and whether you're graduating this year or not, there is still a way to be part of the commencement ceremony. This year's commencement ceremony still requires ambassador volunteers. Duties would include setting up the stadium for the ceremony, assisting students and guests, and gathering statistics. At the end of their services, all ambassadors will receive a commencement t-shirt and thank you gift. If you're interested, make sure to register soon because required training days are April 26th or April 30th. For more information, you can go to commencement.rutgers.edu/volunteers. So this is a really great experience. I know I did it last year, and between all the free food, the awesome thermos I got that honestly I still use because it's just that durable, and the t-shirt, I honestly got the same amount in like food and merchandise that I probably would have gotten if I were paid for what I did.
Yeah, free food is definitely a good motivator when it comes to doing anything.
Yes, definitely. And then also what really surprised me was what a great networking event it was. Like I was able to reconnect with a lot of friends while I was there, not to mention like meet a bunch of the Rutgers faculty who have been able to help me get like job offers and such since.
Yeah, it's great. I think networking is also such a great opportunity, and the fact that you're able to do it just through being an ambassador for this program, super great. And like I said before, free food, you know,
Yes.
why not?
So Rutgers has a lot of great events for socializing and getting free food. We'll be learning more about some of those right after this.
Rutgers offers many opportunities for its diverse student body. The Student Access and Educational Equity Program is one of the programs helping students who are first-generation, low-income, or underrepresented minorities.
Student Access and Educational Equity, otherwise known as SAE or SAE as some call it, is a subunit in the Division of Undergraduate Academic Affairs here at Rutgers, New Brunswick. We have about 3,000 students that we provide support for through our offices. We focus on targeted programming to help historically underrepresented groups, such as African American and Latinos. Many of you have probably heard of our newest initiative, which is the Are You First Alliance, which is to try to educate the community, but also find more ways through our academic courses and programs to help more first-generation students, regardless of race, class, or ethnicity.
You know, there's some research out there that says that when a student feels like they belong at a university, they have a greater capacity for success. And we realized that that was something that was needed in terms of other first-generation students who maybe aren't served by our grant programs. And that's sort of how the idea of Are You First came about, and so this positive messaging around being a first-generation student.
SAE strives to help students complete their degree at Rutgers while encouraging a lifetime of education. For more information on how to get involved with SAE, visit one of their advisors at Lucy Stone Hall or visit their website access.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We just learned about a bunch of stuff that's been going on at Rutgers recently, and it's awesome that Rutgers has all these resources available to students.
Yeah, I think Rutgers is such a great school, and one of the things that makes Rutgers a great school is the fact that we have so many great institutions and different ways for students to be on campus, and one of those ways is the Douglass Residential College, which is celebrating its 100th anniversary.
Yeah, I have a bunch of friends who are in Douglass, and it just seems like a great opportunity to both bond with other Rutgers women and just gain a bunch more educational resources that you might not have otherwise.
Yeah, it was definitely a great milestone to commemorate, and Douglass Residential College threw a gala to help commemorate that, and we'll be looking at that right now.
Hello Rutgers, I'm Daniella Cardona, and today I'm here at the Douglass Centennial Gala. We are celebrating Douglass's big anniversary and their success over the past 100 years. We can't wait to hear from some of their wonderful women leaders. Let's go check it out. What is the gala celebrating tonight?
So the Douglass Centennial Gala is celebrating 100 years at Douglass. We are celebrating the diversity and inclusion in terms of how far Douglass has come in 100 years. And we are celebrating that push that Douglass continues to work on this and continues to serve all the constituencies on campus.
The college has undertaken a very uncommon journey. It's one of the strongest women's colleges in the country today. And the 100th anniversary represents a college that responds to change, to always bring about the best for women's education.
How do you think the DRC community impacted you?
For me, I found a group of women in particular that I had always dreamed about functioning with. I never had a strong female figure necessarily in my life, and every single one of these students are those figures for me.
There is so much support through DRC, both in terms of opportunities and scholarships and also just general faculty support and mentorship, but also just the sense of community that you get from being in Douglass is phenomenal.
What has your favorite part about this event been so far?
So I would say we really enjoyed the DJ, and we really actually enjoyed the fact that it was a female DJ.
Well, Rutgers, I hope you enjoyed celebrating this Douglass milestone just as much as I did. Until next time, keep painting the town scarlet. I'm Daniella Cardona, RUTV.
Welcome back, Rutgers. So that was the Douglass Centennial Gala, which looked like a super fun event.
Yeah, no, it just between all the dancing and also that DJ looked amazing. It just looked like a great event to be at.
Yeah, I think to have the opportunity to connect with people who you might know, you also might not know, is a really great opportunity. And the fact that the Douglass Residential College was able to have an event like that to also commemorate their 100th anniversary is super awesome.
Yeah, and to have so many of their current students involved was a really great way, I think, to help build their community, both with their leadership and just with the wider Douglass Residential College student body.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of fun for sure. A lot of great things to do and look at. They had some dancers, some DJs, so I think all around it must have just been a great time.
Definitely. And Rutgers has a lot of opportunities to not only have a great time, but to learn about how to get what you want in the world. We'll look at one of those events right after this.
Did you lose your ID? Not sure of what to do? First, send an email to lostcard@aps.rutgers.edu to suspend your card so no one else can use it. Next, visit one of the RU Connection offices to have your lost or stolen ID card replaced. There is an office located on every campus. Records Hall on College Avenue is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. The Bush, Cook Douglas, and Livingston campus housing offices are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5 p.m. The Public Safety Card office is open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Fridays. You will need to pay for your new ID with $20 in RU Express. If you don't have RU Express, you can go to the cashier's office next to Records Hall before getting a new ID. Make sure to provide a form of unexpired government-issued photo identification when asking for a new ID. It's that easy to replace your ID. Make sure to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it again. For more information and a more detailed explanation, visit pst.rutgers.edu/rules.php.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We've been learning about a bunch of events that have been that will be happening and have happened at Rutgers already this semester, and we're going to be looking at one more that already happened.
Yeah, we're going to be going to the Paul Robeson Culture Center. It was an event that I actually attended. It was a social justice coalition where we learned some skills about how to be both an advocate and an activist.
Awesome. Let's learn more about it with this.
Hey Rutgers, I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus, and today we're here at the Paul Robeson Cultural Center for the College and University Social Justice Coalition, where we're engaging and training on how to be an activist and advocate for social justice issues. Let's go meet some people. What is the College and University Social Justice Coalition?
So, I'm with the New Jersey Institute for Social Justice, and we were looking for a way to expand our imprint here in the state of New Jersey. We were looking for a way to expand our advocacy base. We actually started planning this before all the youth movement, so the timing just so happened to be around this particular moment in history, but we knew that college students had a voice. We knew that college students were those next great practitioners in this particular arena. So we wanted to bring them all together, give them an opportunity to kind of come under one umbrella so that they can do some great collective work.
The whole program is to unify colleges and universities in an attempt for students to voice and advocate for social justice. That's what the initiative is all about, making sure that the intellectual minds of this new generation are being heard and that reforms actually take place when it comes to making sure that everyone has the same equal and civil rights as one another.
So we're hoping that students that are passionate about social justice will see this as an opportunity to not be shy about getting involved in the work. We want them to kind of jump in with both feet. As long as you have a passion about this, then you absolutely are the right person for this particular arena, for this particular moment.
While Rutgers, I had fun learning some advocacy skills, and I'm excited to use them in the future. Until next time, I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus, RUTV.
It looked like a great and exciting event. I mean, it's something great to learn about. And speaking of learning about something, let's learn about this weather right now, shall we? 66 today in Oneonta, 66 out in State College, 66 in Newark, 66 across the board, but 67 down in Baltimore, and a warm spot of 70 degrees right out here in Camden. And as we look ahead for the lows for tonight across the region, 35 up in Oneonta, 42 out in State College, 42 in Newark, 48 down in Baltimore, and 45 in Camden. So it's looking like a pretty seasonable time, but as we can look at our futurecast radar, we can see what's going to happen here. So what's going to happen is that around Tuesday evening, we're going to see this storm start to push in. That's why that cloud coverage is going to start to build up tonight. It's going to last all day Wednesday. We're expecting rain all day Wednesday, and it could linger into Thursday morning as well. So like I said, we're going to go over this again. 67 degrees today, sunny skies, calm winds, beautiful day to go outside and relax and unwind just before finals are about to start up and everyone starts really cramming for everything. Tuesday, we're going to have a high of 16 most of the day. It's going to be a little bit cloudy here and there, but towards the evening and then afternoon and late night even, there's that chance for rain as well all throughout that time. But Wednesday is when we're going to be seeing the real rain. It's going to be going on all day Wednesday. 63 degrees though, so it's not too bad, but you're going to want to make sure you bring that umbrella with you. Looking at Thursday, we could see 64 degrees for a high, but that storm's going to be clearing out. It should be a little bit cloudy, but not too bad. Seasonable temperatures finally sticking around. 64 again on Friday, and a similar day to Thursday, just a little bit cloudy and a really nice day that you can really enjoy those last 2 days of the week heading into the weekend. And if you want to stay up to date on everything, you can check us out on channel 23.1 every 15 minutes for Weather Watchers, or follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/RUWeatherWatchers. I know you all love Twitter, so you tweet us at RUTVWW and use that hashtag RUWeather. Send us some of your cool weather photos. I might even use them as well. And if you can't get enough of us, you can come to our website, weatherwatcher.rutgers.edu. Hopefully you stay dry during this storm and enjoy it. We're going to send it back to the desk for now, though.
Thanks, Nick. The weather looks really great for this week, and that's awesome just because there's so much going on in these last 2 weeks at Rutgers.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to the nice weather, but one thing that I'm not looking forward to is that rain on Wednesday. That's a very important day for me, and I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Yeah, rain definitely usually puts a damper on your day, but thankfully the next 2 days are going to be nice, and that'll do it for today's show.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RUTV Network, or follow us on Twitter by searching @WakeUpRutgers. We love hearing from you.
Tune into Thursday's show with Eva Anika Eklar and Adia Dowdy for more Rutgers news and events.
I'm Kim Peterman.
And I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus. Have a great Monday and a good week, Rutgers.